All right, boys, I have some pretty big news. All right, I think we have a confirmation date, or at least a soft confirmation date of when the NA anniversary is going to take place, and that is because of a tweet that the NA version of the FGO Twitter went ahead and tweeted out, and it reads as Fate Grand Order returns to Anime Expo to celebrate its 5th anniversary. That's really sweet. I mean, Anime Expo, for those guys that don't know, is a absolutely massive anime convention that takes place in LA. So, makes sense that FGO would want to show up to this, right? And do something big. And that going big is going to be dropping Castoria at the convention center and, blowing everything else out of the water, which I'd actually be really surprised to see what else big announcements are going to be there at Anime Expo, because, dropping Castoria is pretty huge. Join the celebration at Petrie Hall on 7/3. That is July 3rd at 3 p.m. And then also, I believe Tucson is going there as well. The guy that's always wearing like the 2 on his shirt, right? That guy that you always see in like the Japanese things. I believe he's actually going to be showing up there. So that's actually really, really cool. If you guys have watched, this is just like a side note, but if you've been watching the Japanese live streams, you've seen that he's not the Japanese, but the NA live streams. He's been working on his English a little bit. So I'm like, man, has this guy really been prepping that hard for the Anime Expo thing that they're going to be doing? Because I guess it is a pretty big deal. They're celebrating the 5th anniversary. Hopefully there's going to be like some kind of stream, or somebody will record the event so we can see if they announce anything like really special at the expo. Maybe we'll get some extra Saint Quartz for the anniversary, because we already get an absolute butt ton, right? From just like, we're supposed to get like 90 for like some Twitter campaign. You're supposed to get like 20 if you're up to date on all your free quests. This is when we get the Saint Quartz fragment update, where like basically every individual node on a mission gives you a fragment. And the amount of Saint Quartz you should get from that, as long as you're up to date, is like 348. We calculated this all on stream, and like you just get an absolutely insane amount of Saint Quartz just for Castoria, right? Because we were talking about how on the JP version of the game, it seemed like everybody pulled Castoria, and I'm like, yeah, because in total they gave out like 15 multis worth of Saint Quartz and like 25 tickets. So it's like everyone had a really good shot at it. That still means you should probably save, because I don't want you to be that one unfortunate guy that has like 350 Saint Quartz from the anniversary and then you get absolutely dookied on. So I don't want you to be that guy, but still save. But yeah, the only thing that I'm a little suspect on is that it's starting right here at 3 p.m. Like, this is making me think that maybe Castoria might drop the day before, because follow my thought process here. Usually they drop these units at night, right? Like, usually it's whatever your reset time is. Like, for me, it's like 11 p.m. or midnight or something like that. And so usually that's when the units will drop. And I'm thinking what they're going to do is they're going to drop Castoria, drop the 5-year anniversary stuff on like the 2nd, and then once their like panel is live on the 3rd at 3 p.m., they're going to be like, hey, let's celebrate the anniversary, because, oh, Castoria's out, the Fate Stay Night characters have all gotten their buffs, hopefully they just drop the new, the buffed daily quest, where you get like, you can get the 5-star EXP cards, you can do like 3 to 5 million QP runs instead of 1 million per day, right? Like, those are like really, really good. So it's like, hopefully they drop all of that stuff. And then that way they could kind of celebrate it with everybody, because it seems really weird for them to drop it at 3 p.m. That's such an odd time for them to drop it. Again, not going to complain if it just drops in the middle of the day. I'd rather it drop in the middle of the day and then I can just go farm my Castoria right afterwards, as opposed to like, well, Castoria dropped at midnight, let me go summon on this lady and then go immediately to bed, because it is now like 1 a.m. after I try to do a little bit of farming and stuff, right? So hopefully it does either drop like the day before, or I'm starting to think like some people have always been talking about like maybe it drops like the day of this, like 7/3, but at reset time. So it's a little bit suspect, right? Little sussy on when the Castoria is actually going to drop because of the time, but you can definitely expect it somewhere around here, right? Like, my theory is that it'll drop the night before. I think it'll drop 7/2 at like whenever your reset time is, right? That way, when the event actually starts, everybody's already had a chance to kind of get in there and start the the 5-year anniversary, kind of drive some hype behind their booth, and then you know, then they can celebrate it live. Like, I'm sure they'll do their own polls and everything. I'm sure they'll announce some things as well, but yeah, that's kind of what I think is going to happen. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen, right? Do you think that they actually will just drop Castoria at 3 p.m.? Keep in mind that is going to be, what is that? Is that PST? Because it's in LA. So keep that in mind. That is West Coast time. Just, you know, make sure you go to like some, I don't know, some time zone converter and find that for yourself. Because if she doesn't drop on 7/2 at like midnight, then this will be the next time to actually like look for her to drop. Because I'm not gonna lie, I mean, even though it's a little weird to drop it at 3 p.m., right? I would say that'd be very, very hype for your event, right? To actually like drop it live, do like a little bit of a countdown, be like in 3, 2, 1, bam, Castoria's live, everybody go summon, right? Like that stuff is really cool. To kind of like divert a little bit, it's very similar to what like Dokkan does for their anniversary. Dokkan will do anniversary live streams, and they'll literally do stuff, and they're live to summon right now. Like they'll show off some crazy Gogeta unit, and they'll be like, and now you can go summon for them now. Like they'll point at the screen and be like, they're live, and then everybody floods to the game, right? And it's like super, super hype. So maybe they'll do something like that. But I don't know. Just let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'm very curious to see what people are thinking that they might do. I also thought this was just like a little other thing that I thought was a little strange. The event, as you guys can see right here, because thankfully it is relevant, and so they put it on the side for me. The event goes to the 4th, and if you guys aren't from the States, July 4th is a pretty big holiday. It's a very, very hype holiday. We get to like blow stuff up and eat a lot, but I guess we already do that over here in the States, so we're already be eating a lot. But anyway, you're supposed to eat more than usual, right? You get to the barbecue, bro. But I was wondering, so if you're gonna be in the States, right, why would you not just wait for July 4th? Because that's another like even more hype day. But I'm like, maybe it's because it's like the last day of the expo, and maybe they don't want to conflict with the holiday, so maybe that's why they put it on the 3rd. Just some other things to kind of think about. Just some like food for thought, being like, it's kind of like, wouldn't you want to drop the Christmas servant like on Christmas, right? Like, isn't it like kind of more fitting, right? But that's why a lot of games, I'm assuming, they drop their Christmas units like the week before or something, you know? Just little bits of food for thought that I'm kind of thinking about. This has kind of got me thinking about. It's kind of stirring my brain up a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Excuse me. And all that good stuff. You know, your boy is on that daily FGO content grind and is waking up here bumbleclut early to get this video out. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you come out to the Twitch streams, which is also linked in the description down below. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace. Late, guys.